All right, good evening, everybody. So this is advanced guitar. This is a new class, and it's a very, very small class. Because it was brand new, we were able to run it. Not a lot of kids knew about it, so we got these two to join, and luckily next year we've got way more kids. It's going to be dispersed, but we're in a pretty unique situation where we had them together in one class, so we got to do some fun stuff. These are two seniors, Haley and Nate, and they've been awesome to work with. Just working on all different styles of guitar. I had Haley in Guitar 1, and then I hadn't had Nate before, but we were able to just kind of meet where we were all at and grow in our playing. So we've got three totally different pieces for you tonight. We've got The Girl from Ipanema, which is a famous jazz bossa nova, and we're going to be playing that. And then we'll get into a little blues, which is basically just a 12-bar blues exercise that we did with some soloing by Nate. And then we'll end off with In the Hall of the Mountain King, which is a classical piece by Grieg. So nice range of guitar stuff, so we hope you enjoy.
That was Gold on the Ceiling. It was written in 2011 by Dan Auerbach and Patrick Carney, who most people know as Black Keys, and Brian Burton, who is more commonly referred to by his stage name, Danger Mouse. This arrangement was written by Tom Salyers. The song is a simple garage blues and a perfect vehicle for everyone in the band to take a turn at improvisation. The next song is Yesterday. It was written in 1965 for the Beatles album Help by Paul McCartney. It is one of the most covered songs in history, with over 2,200 documented recorded versions of the song, though some estimates are even higher. In the jazz world, this song has been recorded by notable artists like Wes Montgomery, Sarah Vaughan, the Court Basie Orchestra, Lee Morgan, Oscar Peterson, and Frank Sinatra. Tonight's performance will feature Jessica Tuliano on alto sax. Please enjoy Yesterday.
Now. Sammy Nestico was a great American jazz composer and arranger. He got his start at the age of 17 while he was still playing trombone in his high school band when he did an arrangement for a local Pittsburgh radio station. After World War II, he returned to Pittsburgh to study music education at Duquesne University. Following his studies, he returned to the military and served as the first staff arranger for the U.S. Air Force Band's Airman of Note for over a decade before becoming the staff arranger for the President's own Marine Band. After leaving the military, Sammy Nestico went on to work as an award-winning arranger for the Count Basie Orchestra and had an illustrious career writing for film and television. Sammy Nestico was also a pioneer of jazz education. This arrangement of London Derriere is one of his early arrangements that was made with student ensembles in mind. It features Damison Schrader on trombone.
So before we go on, I'd like to thank a few people just for making this all possible. Special thanks go to Mr. Bruneau for getting me involved with all of this. It's been a real pleasure working here for the past couple of years. I'd like to thank Nate Sawyer up in the box for helping us out with all the audio and lighting. It's been a big help. Also, thanks to BCTV for coming out and recording and broadcasting this. And I'd also like to thank Mr. Gerard and all the other administrators and the staff at the school for being so helpful and so terrific. And most of all, I'd like to thank you for lending us your kids for a little bit every day and allowing us to teach them music. They're wonderful to work with. So thank you very much for everything that you all do. Before we go on, I know you've got things to say. It's okay. I would like to point out, I know we've got at least one senior in the group, right? Just one. Are you the only one? Okay, we have one senior in this group. She's in all the groups, though, and she's awesome. So Lillian, stand up. Thanks so much for being awesome for the past couple of years. Congratulations. It's been great. And this group is a really fun group because a lot of folks in this group are doing secondary instruments or even tertiary instruments. Just trying out some other things, seeing what they can do. So if you're playing an instrument that's not your main instrument, why don't you just go ahead and stand up? Sorry, stand up, yeah. So, yeah, well, you play trumpet too. And we also have a couple of other people that have joined us from Lurgio Middle School in this band even. So if you're from Lurgio, James, Patrick, please stand, be recognized for being awesome. These guys are doing great. And with that, we've got one more song for you. I'm going to turn it on over to Tyler here.
Our final song this evening is called The Chicken. The Chicken was originally written by saxophonist Pee Wee Ellis, who was James Brown's longtime musical director and arranger in the late 1960s. It first appeared as the B-side to Brown's 1969 single, The Popcorn. Famous jazz bassist Jaco Pastorius made The Chicken as a staple in his live new performances. There are a few recordings of this being performed live. For example, the 1983 album titled Invitation featured a killer band that included Bob Mintzer, Peter Erskine, and Randy Brecker, who we met earlier this year at the Clark Terry Jazz Festival. This performance includes Jaco's original contribution to the soul intro and features Cajun Rousseau on tenor saxophone, Zach Lang on guitar, and Tyler Jacobs on bass. Hey, that's me. We hope you enjoy The Chicken.
right, so our first tune tonight for Jazz Honors is Such Sweet Thunder by Duke Ellington. So just a little bit about this tune. It was written in 1957. It's from an album of the same name, Such Sweet Thunder, which is a 12-part suite based on the works of William Shakespeare, because this is actually from a quote. Such Sweet Thunder is from a quote from Midsummer Night's Dream. So there's a quote, I never heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder. And I think Duke does a great job bringing that line to life, so hope you enjoy. So our next tune is Spain by Chick Corea. It's a pretty famous tune. It's taken a lot of forms over time, but really it was actually originally inspired by flamenco guitar, Paco de Lucia, and that's kind of the inspiration for the opening melody that kind of goes throughout. But it really settles into a samba groove and really fits well into that time period of jazz, the 70s. But lots of great features throughout this piece. So probably can't even name them all, but you'll hear them. So enjoy Spain by Chick Corea. So our next tune is one of the most famous jazz ballads, I Remember Clifford, which was written by Benny Golson. Benny Golson died only 2 years ago, but he was a contemporary of Clifford Brown, who was a trumpet player, really one of the biggest trumpet players of the 1950s in the bebop movement. But he tragically died in a car accident at the age of 25. So, Benny Golson, living much longer than Clifford, he wrote this in remembrance of him. So this version by Sammy Nestico, who we heard another great arrangement from earlier, so I won't talk about him, but he made this beautiful arrangement. So tonight it will be played by Joe Crones on the flugelhorn. All right, so not much later in time, but very different style. Now we have a blues march by Thad Jones. We've played a lot of Thad Jones recently. This year we've played Groove Merchant and what was the other one? Child is Born. Very different tunes. So blues march, you know, there hasn't been a lot of super famous ones, but they're always really awesome and soulful. And we've been wanting to play this one for a long time, so luckily we had the chance to this year. We hope you enjoy it. All right, so Devin's got the glasses on, so you know it's Stevie Wonder time. So Superstition was inspired by the guitarist Jeff Beck and was actually written for Stevie Wonder's 1972 album Talking Book. So this tune has become a Motown classic. I'm sure you all have probably heard it before. Maybe not with a full big band, though. So, of course, if you don't know the original song, the lyrics are talking about different superstitions and the negative effects they have on the world. So now we've brought it to the big band, and I think it works perfectly. So please enjoy. All right, so we got one more tune. I just want to give some quick thank yous again, just echo everything that Tom said. All the admin and team that's helping out with making this happen. It's been great. I've loved this kind of smaller coffee house vibe. We're talking about maybe taking this concert outside next year, so see what happens. But it's been great to kind of showcase all this work we've been doing throughout the year. It's really fun for jazz band. They're like, hey, after the last concert, I always survey them, and the overwhelming majority were like, we want to play more tunes. I was like, okay, more work, but let's do it. So it's been great, yeah. Yeah, let's give them a round of applause. So with that as well, the other night at the concert we did flowers. I don't have any more flowers, but I do want to recognize our seniors that are in the group. So we'll start left to right. We have Isabel Parashar on bass. Next we have on drums, Lena Dunlap. On trumpet, Joe Crones. On trombone, Lillian Clark. Tenor saxophone, Matthew Jobin. Our lead alto, Naomi Akirov. Needless to say, we're going to miss them a lot. You heard them all play like 30 times, so. All right, so our final tune is Count Bubba's Revenge. So a couple of reasons we're doing this tune. The first one was actually just by request by some of our seniors, because we did the original tune, Count Bubba. Yep, I see some alumni nodding their head in the audience. Count Bubba, that was, my first full year, because they were freshmen. So that was a really challenging tune for them, so it became pretty memorable. And Gordon Goodwin, the composer, he just died, I believe it was, I wrote it down here, December 8th, 2025. So he very recently passed away. If you don't know Gordon Goodwin, he's like one of the biggest contributors to jazz, I would say, in the last couple decades. His famous band is, played all around the world, but he's contributed a lot of tunes that are very standard to the big band repertoire, kind of bringing that back here in the last few decades. So really big loss for the jazz community, so I thought it'd be perfect to honor him, and being able to have jazz band as a class, we actually had the time to learn this absolute beast of a piece. So you're gonna hear from pretty much everyone here. We got a huge section with solis for each section with no rhythm section behind it, and just an absolute showcase of all of our talents here with these kids. So really hope you enjoy our final tune, Count Bubba's Revenge.
Thank you.